I still remember the way the cold bit into my skin before the shame did. He tore my coat first, then my blouse, then shoved me out the front door as if I were something he'd scraped off his shoe. His mother stood behind him, lips curled, arms folded, like she'd been waiting years for this performance. "Let's see if any beggar will pick you up now," she said. Her voice wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. The words landed like a slap I refused to let her see. I didn't cry. Not then. Not ever, really. I just stood there, barefoot on the icy steps, watching the door slam shut between the life I had built and the truth I had refused to acknowledge. And in that silence, I made a decision. I pulled my hair back, straightened my ripped shirt, and called the one person who never asked me why I stayed so long. 30 minutes later, the street filled with the low hum of engines. Not one car, not two, a fleet, black Rolls-Royces sliding to a stop like a private escort sent for royalty. His neighbors watched from windows, curtains jerked, lights flicked on. And for the first time in years, I didn't shrink. But that moment, my rise, had been planned long before that night. It started the day I met him. He was charming then, tender even. A man who held doors, remembered small details, dreamed big. I mistook wounded pride for ambition, possessiveness for passion. I thought I was building a life with a partner, not stepping into a cage disguised as a marriage. The changes were subtle. A dismissive comment here, sarcasm disguised as humor there. Then came the monitoring, the accusations, the apologies that sounded scripted. I endured it because I believed people didn't turn cruel without reason. Then I discovered the reason. It happened on an ordinary morning. He left his phone on the kitchen counter, face up, unlocked. A message lit the screen. "Don't worry, once the money transfers, she's out. My mother already hates her." A slow electric stillness spread through me, a stillness that said, "Not now, not here, not loud." I scrolled, saw months of plans, saw my name reduced to an obstacle, saw the affair with someone so bland it almost felt insulting. But I didn't confront him, not yet. I knew his weaknesses, ego, greed, the illusion of control. So I fed all three. I acted clueless, loving, loyal. Meanwhile, I moved silently. I transferred every asset I legally owned out of our joint accounts, changed the beneficiaries on my investments, met with my attorney, my childhood friend, the only person who knew the truth. I built a digital trail proving his financial manipulation. I secured recordings, screenshots, statements from neighbors who had heard the fights he later denied. And I waited. I knew the explosion would come when the bank rejected the wire he attempted to send without my consent. I knew the panic would push him into a rage. And I knew rage made him sloppy. So when he grabbed my clothes and shoved me outside, he assumed he had won. He didn't know the call I made. He didn't know the cars were sent by my attorney's firm, not for show, but for documentation, proof of violence, proof of endangerment, proof of a spouse unfit to claim anything in a divorce. He didn't know that neighbors filmed the moment. He didn't know that court orders were already in motion. He didn't know that while he laughed, his accounts were being frozen. The front door opened again as the drivers helped me in. His mother stood there, triumph fading into confusion. My husband's face drained of color when he saw who stepped out of the first car. My lawyer. "Good evening," she said, voice calm. "By order of the court, you are to vacate this property within 72 hours. All marital assets are now under review for misconduct and fraud." His jaw dropped. His mother clutched his arm. I didn't speak. I didn't need to. But I did look at him, one slow, level look that said everything. You should never have underestimated the quiet one. As the door closed, the warmth of the leather seats wrapped around me. For the first time in months, I inhaled without shaking. Revenge wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was precise, clean, surgical. And as the fleet pulled away, I realized something simple, something I should have known from the beginning. Some people think love makes you blind. They're wrong. It makes you patient.